We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Green Bay Packers and the San Francisco 49ers. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. First down at Stafford. Escaping the pressure right. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henderson. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
To throw on 2nd down to Stafford. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
It is tough to complete pass against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. That's out to Hill. Right side complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And that goes as a gain of 37 on 3rd down.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
And a solid run down inside the 30. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy. And that's what they're doing early in this game.
On the ball, on the ball. 11. Red.
On 2nd down, here's Stafford. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A very solid gain of 27. On the sneak, it's Stafford. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Officially no gain on the sneak. Kind of a wasted play there, and now it's 3rd down. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal will feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The San Francisco defense trying to hold tough again. This is 3rd and goal. And Stafford's going to take it himself. So call that no gain on the sneak, and now they're still a yard short here on 4th.
Brandon, I know what I would do in this situation. You're on the road. It's the opening drive. You've gotten all the way down here. I would go for it.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Here we go. It's Gurley. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Todd Gurley with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. First down, it's Watson. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And got his man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Watson. Trying to lay one up deep. This is caught inside the 15. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Running right, here's Falk. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
Tiger.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson eluding the pressure right. He may try and run, diving for the end zone, and the ball's knocked out. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. 2nd quarter now. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you. It's the 49ers in control of the football. And we'll see what the decision is here as they've got a 4th and 1 coming up. Line of scrimmage, the 2. They can still get a first down if they just get a yard out of this on 4th and very short. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now a play fake here on first down. It'll buy some time right. This is intercepted. Picked by Kendall Thorpe. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
After the interception, here's Watson sliding out of the pocket. And he finds a man. That's Watkins. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
I know flashy plays, splashy plays, as people like to call them, that attracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game. And I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains. Didn't force the ball downfield. Picked it up on the ground.
Yeah, offensive line, they're getting it done.
And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Black 22!
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll run with a former Badger. It's Corey Clement. Oh, and they had him stopped short of the first, but a penalty marker down. And that looked like a clear face mask to me. So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. They'll give it to him right up the gut. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
And now the Packers going to take another timeout. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. They come out here in the I.
44, Mike, 44. Watch the run. Stop, Dave. That's an 8 shot.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And with that, they're now out of timeouts and still plenty of time remaining here in this 2nd quarter.
Richmond. Tiger. Do jet.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Niners are able to cash in for 6. Extra point safely through. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. 2 minutes remain here in the 1st half. Back with more after this. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. From the gun, here's Stafford. Forced out to his left. And he's going to go down again.
So Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, Somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10.
Come back, come back. Two jet. Come back, come back.
Out of the gun, Watson. He's going to sling this deep down. This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to get this down inside of Green Bay's 15-yard line.
When the big guy rumbles down the center of the field and he gains leverage on a guy trying to cover him, it is really, really tough for the defender to get through him to make a play on the football. That's why guys love to throw that route down the middle, throw it deep, and let the big guy go get it.
They go play action here on 1st down. Rolling to his right. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson. Flushed out right. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the 1st half. The Niners on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. To the air yet again. Watson. Steps away to it. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Khalil Mack able to run him down for a loss of 18 yards. And it'll be 4th down. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. Still a little bit of time left here in the 2nd quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Stafford. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. But it looked like a Packer. Yeah, a Packer was able to get this back, and they'll indeed keep possession. So we've hit halftime here in Santa Clara with the 49ers out in front as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the 2nd half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. They built a good 1st half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the 2nd half. Nice 1st half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the 2nd half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones in a 1st down. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Right back to him on 1st down. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now a give left side to Falk. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with third and still 7 yards to go. A shotgun snap for Watson. Escaping the pressure right. This is caught at the 20. Well, he's going to get this down inside of Green Bay's 15-yard line. A big gain of 39 on third. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Watson being chased out left. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. This is Clement. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play. And that's going to lead them to 4th down. So the snap will come from the 3. But remember, they don't need the touchdown. They can get the 1st down if they get a yard. And the ball gets to the 2. They come out here in the eye. Here's Watson on the sneak. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2. They only get a hard-fought yard, but that's all they needed. It pays off the decision to go for it, 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. And the lead will grow by 1 more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here's the Packers offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Here's Stafford. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First target, first catch, and a first down. Play action. Stafford. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. The 20. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A big play there. 47 yards. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Extra point hooks a bit, but it's up and good. And the lead is now 24. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And that'll be incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down. This offense converted once on fourth down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Back now here in Santa Clara. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And they hit him as he throws as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. And they'll run it here. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow him down.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Third and long. It's Watson. Dancing to his left. And that is incomplete.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound, Brandon, no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive, eluding the pressure right. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Now a first down throw, Watson. Throw left side, complete to Cup. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Here's Watson. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes if they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback. They've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case,
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. This spot in the fourth quarter with that deficit had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, at this time...
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Tiger.
On second down, here's Watson. Flush to his right. Shakes off the sand. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Now Watson throwing on third and long. Smith catches left side. They do get 9, but it leads to fourth down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. They will indeed snap it to Watson. He's going to let this one go deep. And this is going to be incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. And last time, one-play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Flushed out right. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct.
Black 22! Black 22!
On first down, Watson. Escaping the pressure right. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. Go with the ground attack here. Finding room at the 30. And finally taken down at the 36-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Green the line! Green the line!
Watson on first down. He's going to wind up and air it out. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down. Despite the lead here in the fourth, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. The Niners on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 11.
Target. Black 99 Philly. 2 jet.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. And now the Packers going to take another timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Matt Weil now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. And now the Packers get set to go. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something.
It's caught inside the 25. It's a big play there for Green Bay. And even 60 yards. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, he finds Henderson complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a 1st and goal.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Able to get there and pick it.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage. They've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
And they'll go on the ground. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
Four down, check.
They'll go right back to the ground with Falk. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. The Niners on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 8. And on the ground they go with a running back. And I don't know if he made it out of the end zone. No signal. Yes, it's a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender.
Ooh.
To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. The Packers offense now. They get ready to head back onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved at him.
And the Niners get there and bring him down. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Hey.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the 49ers, it took a while, but they finally get that first win after 4 straight losses. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for the Packers, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.